Hi all, welcome to my YouTube. In this tutorial, I want to explain how we can create a ASP.NET Core project with the help of entity framework. If you are not yet subscribed, kindly press the subscribe button and bell icon also. We can directly move to the video. We can create a new project as like this one. This project. Select ASP.NET for Web API. Press next. Just to give the name as like I already did these things for ease of explanation. I give the name as bookshop, and in this bookshop we can see that add settings JSON. Here we can add connection string, other details also. This one is act as like a web config. Then in here we can see a class file program.cs. The application is starting from here. It will hit to create host builder. Then it is going to here. After that, the control will change to here. In configure service, with the help of dependency injection, I try to implement database connection. Here we can see that services.add db context, then context name. Here in the options we are pointing to the connection string dev connection. That dev connection is declared here. This connection string is like our common connection string format using in ASP.NET. Then we can move to our model classes. First of all, we can move to our model class book.cs. This one is our class structure. This book table have 5 fields. One is ID, name, price, category, and author. The book name have the data type varchar and size is 100. Then price is varchar, category is varchar, author is also varchar. And a context class is written here. Here we can see that a constructor with the db context of. Here we can see a parameterized constructor with options. The options is came from our startup class, so we don't need to declare it directly. When we invoke the program, the options variable will save, and we write a property named as book with a type ddsetBook. Now we can do a thing. We can migrate these things. So we can take the NuGet. We can take the package manager console. We can add a comment, add migration with a name. It is created successfully. We can see the migration script here. Then we can add a controller for that. We can select the model class, then context, then just add. Then we can update our database by using the keyword update database. It's also successful. So we can just move to our context class. We name the table name as books. We can check that one is available in our database. Just to refresh our DB, then take table. We can see book is available there. We can check the design. Here ID is there. We can see that identity specification is yes, and it's starting from 1. So we can just run the program now. In the Swagger UI, we can see that get post, get with ID, put, delete methods are there. We can, first of all, we can execute the get method. Nothing is there. We can make post. Executed successfully. We already see that the ID is specified as 123 format. Its identity specification is on. So we can see that new item is created here. We can just check with the get method. Execute it. We can see we added one here. Then if we want, we can get by ID. Just pass the ID here. We can see the result. Then we can use put method. Then just we can check with get by ID method. Changes are reflected. As like the way we can implement .NET Core with the help of entity framework. This is a very easy mechanism. Before this project, I just forgot to explain the add of NuGet packages. We need to add 4 NuGet packages. I will show which are needed to add. One is entity framework for tools, then entity framework for SQL, then is entity framework for, and the last one is entity framework for design. If these things are not there, some error message will reflect. If it is installed there, we can see that it is installed as like that. We can see these things. And also check version number. We need to install the latest versions. Then I want to wind up my topic. In this topic, I want to share that how we can create a ASP.NET Core project in a simple way. For that, we need to add the connection string. In the startup class, we did a dependency injection operation for the database settings and all. In the context class, we apply that options. When the program invoke at that time, these options variables will invoked automatically. In the book, we written a table structure. By using the migration script, we create a migration CS file, then update the database, then add the controls. We can add empty control or web API control with the actions. As like that, we can simply create a ASP.NET Core project. If you have any doubts, you can add it in comments. I will share the model class and the context class details in the description section, and also the connection string and dependency injection layer. That things also will be there. So kindly like my video. Bye bye.